Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Club América versus CF Cruz Azul in the 2025 CONCACAF Champions Cup. Quarterfinals leg 1. Club América contra Cruz Azul. La cuartos de final partido ida de la Concachampions de la CONCACAF. Joseph Dickerson's the referee tonight. Yeah, this will be fun. And no, I'm not. That router, the old router, busted. I won line. The only thing that stopped me from going live is a busted router. Or I guess a tornado blowing this house down, which if it doesn't happen tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow too. By the way, Chris Penso's the VAR referee. Starting 11 for this match. Luis Malagon. Back four, Christian Borja, Ramon Juarez, Sebastian Cáceres, Israel Reyes. Midfield 3, Eric Sanchez, Alvaro Fidalgo, Diego Valdez, Alejandro Zendejas, Brian Rodriguez, Kevin Alvarez. Starting 11 for Cruz Azul, goal, Kevin Meir. The back 3, Willard Dita, Eric Lierda, Gonzalo Piovi, Ignacio Rivero, Lorenzo Faravelli, Rodriguez, Luca Romero, Jorge Sanchez, Mateusz Bogusz, Angel Sepulveda. Boom, there we go. So, with that being said, we're here. The new router's here, so there ain't no busted router to worry about. And we'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon. But I'm at least here tonight. And if this house doesn't get blown down by a damn tornado, you can see me, damn it. Really? You can see me. Here we go. We're about to kick off. I'm here. Yeah, that one job is I'm here, damn it. Now the stream is ruined. You must be blind and deaf. And we're off. América wearing yellow, Cruz Azul wearing blue. Yeah, I heard about it. I think Pepito's trying to get me to crash out. I think he's legit trying to get me to crash out. I really do. But yeah, no, I did. And by the way, like I like that they honored Ricky Henderson, but you know what the dirty part is? It was in Sacramento. He never played there in the first damn place. Why are they all wearing number 24 in Sacramento? That just seems like a dick punch to Oakland, a double one, might I add. By the way, the old stadium the Athletics had, guess what it was called? Ricky Henderson Field. It's like a double dick punch to Oakland fans. They lost their team, and Ricky Henderson gets honored in Sacramento. Man, that's some screwed up shit. Like, yeah, Ricky does deserve to have the number 24 worn by everybody after his death. Yes, but in Sacramento of all places? Oh, hell no. I feel like that's I know. Playing forward. And the sad part about it is I feel like John Fisher was like, well, it's Ricky Henderson. We got to honor him somehow. Not like Toronto wore number 32 for Roy Halladay. When Roy Halladay died, they didn't come out the home opener all wearing number 32. Honestly, that would have been a good idea, but they didn't do that. When Darryl Kyle died, the Cardinals didn't wear Darryl Kyle's number. No. So I feel like it's John Fisher saying, yeah, this is going to look dirty to some people, but I hate Oakland, so I'm going to honor Ricky while telling Oakland to screw off. I think that's what he did. I legit believe that. I would legit believe that. If somebody told me, oh, John Fisher had all the athletics players wear Ricky's number on opening day, on home opening day, to honor Ricky, but also tell Oakland to F off, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Ricky's athletic, but he ain't a Sacramento athletic. He ain't a freaking Las Vegas athletic. He ain't a Kansas City athletic because they used to play in Kansas City. He's an Oakland athletic. He's from Oakland. Well, get mad at the Bell system for having my router being old. See, Pepita, that's how you deal with it. It's like he wants me to crash out because he wants to see me crash out. But yeah, we all heard. That was like before the router got busted. That was before my old router got busted. We knew. Bullshit. That's what I think of it. And it's also bullshit that they want to do an América LAFC play-in game if the CAS doesn't put Leon back in. Alajuelense technically is the reason they got thrown out. So shouldn't Alajuelense take that spot? But no, because Alajuelense, yeah, they get destroyed, but they have a point. They've won 2 straight Central American Cups, and just imagine what that does to their team. $10 million, just imagine what that does for Alajuelense. They might not ever lose a Central American Cup for like the next 5 years. Forget the Champions Curse. They killed it. They might just kill that Champions Curse dead if they got $10 million. Frankly, I'd want them to get it just so they can get the $10 million. Might as well. But I really think it's FIFA like, oh, James downed Argentina and said we helped Argentina win the Copa. He downed Messi? Okay, we'll throw him out. I don't even think it's really the multi-propriedad, multi-property. I really don't think so. I just think that's a cover. Leon wasn't going to make him that much money anyway, and then James ran his damn mouth. And they were like, oh, Pachuca, you choose the team you take out. But we don't want Pachuca removed because they just made the Intercontinental Cup final, and you make more money. And James is the one. Exactly. James shouldn't have ran his mouth in the first place, and he's still running his mouth. I think he should have learned his lesson, but yeah, I was a couple of minutes late tonight. Yeah, but I was still here when they kicked the damn ball. Okay, yeah, those 3 minutes those 2 minutes I was late tonight, that one's on me. But you can't get mad at the damn router for getting busted. But you don't believe that, do you? You think I'd take a Toronto game off completely? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. That's fair, but América deserves a chance to get in because they never got in. I don't even know what the hell. Mr. wants MLS to win CCL, but wants América in the Club World Cup. What? What in the Stockholm? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. América playing forward. I feel like I'm getting my... Jesus. Playing forward. Save. Whatever. América definitely is pushing forward, but they're still the better team right now. Well, no, they're going to play them. They're going to make them play each other if Leon doesn't get reinstated by the Court of Arbitration for Sport. If they don't get reinstated, they're going to play an América versus LAFC play-in tie. Winner goes in. Probably play it in LA because reasons. Like SoFi Stadium instead of, but you get it. I'll be live for it, by the way. Unless, well, I don't even know when they'll do it in the first place. Playing forward. But I'll be live for it. Don't worry. Hello, Daniel. No, Ricky wasn't on roids. He was a clean player. That man was never on roids. They only had to remove one team, yes, because I could see the Habs coming back. At least get them to overtime. I was safe. The Saturday, it was just a router problem. Sunday, that was a bust of severe weather. Nothing happened. Tomorrow could be a bit crazier, but it all should be passed by 8:30. So as long as my roof isn't blown off or I ain't sucked up by a tornado, I'll be here tomorrow. Oh, dear God. Oh. Well, yeah, it's worse. It's not as bad as, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that he's owned by Grupo Pachuca. I'm sure they could easily just say, hey, here's a tournament loan to Pachuca. Unless FIFA tells him, no, we kicked Leon out for a reason. He talked shit about Messi the God. At this point, I'm starting like this Messi Miami shit's about to turn into a freaking, if Miami ain't already heels, oh Lord. Like Miami legit, like I'm starting to see them as heelish, you know? Like Miami and Messi and MLS, it's like the Authority. Yeah, the game's on. It's 0-0. Settle is settled. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. TUDNA. It's on Fox Sports, but I'm sure that stupid college basketball tournament's going to ruin these damn games. It's on FS2 as well, but that stupid damn basketball tournament they're doing that nobody gives a shit about in Las Vegas. By the way, it's only a 16-team tournament, and they waited to play it the week before the Final Four. Nobody cares about the Big East, the Big 12. And is it the Big 10 or is it the freaking, I don't know. Either way, nobody cares. It's not even as prestigious as the NIT. But you sort of care about who wins March Madness. Yeah, that's on CBS. It doesn't ruin these games. I'm watching on TUDNA, suffice it to say. Yeah, I want Florida to win March Madness for reasons. The same reason I bandwagon the Steelers. The same reason, same reason. I'm not sure. 13th minute. Plays down. Nil, settle. How we doing, Joseph? No, it's just Fox Sports. It's more like the Leagues Cup, honestly. Well, oh, you're an América fan. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's closer to Leagues Cup because it's complete bullshit. It's Fox Sports built bullshit, just like how Apple built the Leagues Cup. Except at least when you are in the Leagues Cup, you could win an actual trophy that's technically an international trophy and qualify for the Champions Cup. The college basketball crown is third tier basketball, lower than the NIT, just because, you're a 17 and 13 team who couldn't make March Madness. But hey, I'm sure you'd love a late March, early April trip to Vegas. I don't even know how much money it's worth. It must be something. See, that just shows you how much Fox Sports needs to lose the CONCACAF US rights. That just shows you how bad. Yeah, but, they don't screw that over for some reason, the games they do put on Fox. But CONCACAF, unless you're Miami, for some reason that's on FS1, but I guarantee you the basketball game before, it's going to run into it anyway. But it would be funny to actually see them sweat. It'd be actually funny to see Fox sweat about a football match in the CONCACAF Champions Cup instead of saying, hey, we'll just drop you to Fox Soccer Plus for this stupid basketball game nobody gives a shit about, or at least I don't. It's not Mississippi State. Why would I care? And by the time, and anyway, they would be on Fox. Guess what? That's in December. I have nothing to worry about because that's non-con. But hey, if they play Minnesota again, yeah, that's December. Thank you very much. Maybe January. Yeah, it's December. November. Nothing to really worry about. And then MLS, I watch that on Apple TV anyway. So even if they did treat it well, I don't care. I have Apple TV. I don't need Fox. I was watching on Apple TV anyway. I say Paramount. I say CBS and Paramount. 2 reasons. 1, Paramount respects football. We know this because of the UEFA Champions League, and they also have the rights to the Nations League. They do that right. Worst comes to worst, it's on Golazo. You can watch that for free. Second of all, I want to see the CONCACAF Champions Cup final have a simulcast where SpongeBob and Patrick are calling it like they did the Super Bowl. 2 reasons. 2 reasons. Seventeenth minute. I don't think ABC, ESPN, by the way, ESPN is ABC. That's all Disney, right? Like, the most they do about football is 2 shows on ESPN Plus. Like, seriously, you really think? Like, basically, the best they're going to do, the best that ESPN's going to do with CONCACAF is throw it on ESPN Plus and maybe the final on ESPN 3. You really think that's going to be better? Like, I love Football Americas. I do. I'm not saying ESPN Plus sucks. Hell, I can watch almost every Leafs game on there, unless they're on TNT or ESPN. Well, if they're on ESPN proper, I still could watch it on there. But if they're on TNT, I can't. But I can watch most Leafs games on ESPN Plus now. Awesome. But let me say this. I feel like that's honestly the problem. Is like most CONCACAF matches would go to ESPN Plus. I mean, you also have La Liga on there. I mean, they don't treat La Liga much better, and they really didn't treat MLS that well either. So, ESPN never really treated MLS well in the first place. So I really don't want. That's honestly why the best I think I've seen ESPN treat football is when the Euros were on there. Like, they had okay Euro coverage, and then they lost it to Fox. Honestly, NBCSN was a pretty good era for MLS. That was a pretty good era. But there's no NBC Sports Network anymore, but Peacock's still there, so they could do that. But I thought that was a pretty good era, all things considered. Funny part is I basically got ESPN Plus because they used to put all the MLS games locally on ESPN Plus till they went to Apple TV. So '20th minute. Yeah, I was 3 minutes late to this stream. Yes, I was. I was 3 minutes late. He ain't wrong. Imagine new NCAA tournament winner versus Final Four winner, NCAA Campeones Cup at MSG Barclays. That'd be stupid because that's a 30-win, 28-30-win team versus a 17-win team. I think we know who's getting cooked. Some Big East team is going to get cooked by the team who wins the actual NCAA tournament. Now, if you did NIT versus the Final Four winner, I'm sure it'd be closer, but the Final Four winner would probably win unless they were some utter Cinderella. And honestly, I think it'd be more likely with the NIT because the NCAA actually owns that. Fox Sports owns the Crown tournament, so that's the only reason that's happening. So I don't think that would happen. But you want a 17-win team to get stomped out by freaking Florida? Be my guest. Be my guest. But seriously, though, like, in general, March Madness has sucked this year. Like, it's been pretty damn chalk, except for St. John's losing. It's been pretty chalk. 21st minute. It honestly sucks. NIL's ruined basketball more than it's ruined football. Hot take. NIL has ruined college basketball more than it's ruined college football. That's a hot take. Baseball, I haven't seen the effects yet, really. But there's never really that many Cinderellas in college baseball. So it's about the same. I think it's like third priority for most people anyway. And for the teams it's not third priority for, they're struggling. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Fire Lemonis. Fire Chris Lemonis. That's all I'm going to say. Either way, over the top. I don't think State's going to Omaha. Shot! Goal! 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 Offside! It is an offside call that takes the goal away for Rivero. That's a bad call. That's a bad call. No. Hold on. No, he is offside, actually. He is. My bad. No, he was offside. He was offside. Nope, that is an offside goal kick. My bad. Gold Cup. The Gold Cup they'll broadcast. The Women's Euros they'll broadcast. Of course, The Club World Cup is going to be on DAZN, but I think Fox has sub-licensed a couple of games of that, if I'm correct. I think they have. No. 23rd minute. Because I didn't. 24th minute. I've been focusing on the weather. Oh my God. Playing forward. The Habs tied it. I was like, oh, what the hell happened? I was like, you're scaring me, man. Habs tied it. Good. Suzuki. Good. Hold on. Get a point at least. That's true. Yeah, if they win in overtime, they still get 2 points. If they lose, they at least get 1. I prefer the Habs to beat them 2 in a row, but if that could happen, the Leafs better win on Wednesday. Yeah, they better win. That's the first positive thing you said all night. Free kick for Cruz Azul. Header. Playing forward. '25th minute, 0-0. Cruz Azul got called offside earlier. I'm surprised it's still tied, to be honest. A little bit. At América's ground as well. So, well, that kind of does, well, they're, yeah, you know what I mean. Speaking of hockey, April may be a less busy month on paper for now, but let's not forget, I'll be doing a lot of Leaf Stanley Cup playoff games this month and doubles. If I can't do them singly, I got doubles. So just know that. Stanley Cup playoffs, we're going to give as good of coverage as we can, too. Playing forward. Plays to Mir. Oh, no. He runs away from danger, and he still almost runs into a third tackle. What the hell? Man, you kicked that shit earlier than you did. Well, damn, that almost was a hat flick. I won't even lie. What the hell, man? What the hell was he doing? That's crazy. That's crazy. Playing forward. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. I don't know what the hell he was thinking there. Luckily, it didn't bite him in the ass, but that was dangerous. I understand the feeling, but I understand why you feel that way. But, well, okay, yeah, that's true. '28th minute. Nick Suzuki. Wait, did he score again? Or is that the what? Habs win in overtime. Yes! 2 goals. Boom. So basically, that's, yeah, the Panthers got a point. So hold on. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Leafs are still first. 3 points clear. 3 points clear going into tomorrow. Let's go. 3 points clear. They could be 5 if they beat the Panthers, who have lost 2 straight to the Habs. The Leafs should win, right? They should. If the Habs could do it, we can win. I mean, the Leafs haven't beat the Panthers at all this year, but this is the time to do it. Leafs are doing well right now. This is the time to do it. It's time to do it. You want to win the division. Happy April Fools. Happy April Fools. They play them tomorrow. They play them next Tuesday. 2 times in the next week. Leafs are 3 points clear. Lightning, they're winning 3-1. So actually, they're 1 point clear of the Lightning, or they will be. They will be 1 point clear of the Lightning, but I could live with that. They'd still be first at the end of the night. I expected it. Panthers they're only 2 points clear of the Panthers. They'll be 1 point clear of the Lightning, 2 points clear of the Panthers. I hate April Fools, honestly. Like as a idea, as a thing, I hate April Fools. I don't really like April Fools. I think it's, maybe that's a neurodivergence talking. I don't know. I don't really like April Fools. I don't like it. I also don't like when Mexican football dirt sheets start just making up stupid rumors, which is a totally different day, but same thing applies. I don't like that either. I don't like that either. But Dia de los Inocentes, I think. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what it's called. Yeah, I don't like that either. But some pranks on April Fools are worse than others. This is where I'm gonna leave it. That's where I'm gonna leave it. That's where I'm gonna leave it. Actually, that's pretty. I think that's cool. Yep. Too late, but yes, but it's called a. You have an interim coach. Yeah, the Islanders were done pretty damn. For sure, they were done. They were pretty much, if you were being realistic, they were obviously done a couple of weeks ago, but The Rangers are starting to heat up, but they're still probably out of it because of how bad the season started for them. I honestly think it's going to be Sens and Canadiens. When it comes to making the playoffs as the wild card, free kick for Cruz Azul, 33rd minute. And that's over the bar. That's out. 0-0, settle. When it comes to making the playoffs, I mean, the Canadiens have, and Islanders 8 games. They're probably not going to. I think it's going to be Ottawa Senators and Montreal Canadiens making the playoffs. I didn't see anything about Dak today. I didn't know any Dak pranks today. So, like, somebody like, oh, Dak retired or Dak got traded to the Steelers, man. I didn't see any of that. Like, somebody, like, as soon as the calendar turned April 1st, sent a Aaron Rodgers retired post to me. I was like, it's April Fool's Day. I'm not looking forward to watching Aaron Rodgers play for the Steelers. Let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to it. I wish he would retire. I wish he would retire. 35th minute. Playing forward. I'd honestly rather just see Mason Rudolph start for the Steelers at this point. Kayfabe. No jab. No jab. Nobody. It's a draw. El empate de partido. 0-0. I wish he would. Forget the April Fool's Day. I wish he, well, okay, no. Not the Cowboys. The Steelers. How about Tom Brady comes out of retirement to play for the Steelers? Oh, that's going to be a fun time for me. They might actually win a Super Bowl with DK. Like, seriously, though, if Tom Brady came out of retirement to play for the Steelers, they could actually win a Super Bowl with the team they have. DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, and Tom Brady and Jalen Warren, they could win a Super Bowl. With that defense, no, they could. It'd be fun for me because that's my guy. Be like, ha, ha. The reason you only have 2 Super Bowls in this era, this modern era, is because of this man, and now he's going to give you a 3rd. I wish he would. I wish he would. Tom probably could still win a Super Bowl for him. I wish he would. 37th minute. Man, I'd have a field day with that. Good. I don't know. Who's the Libertarian candidate in that? Who's the Libertarian candidate in that hypothetical? Because I don't want to vote for either. I would vote for the Meteor, frankly. Like, if it was 2008 Joe Biden, I'd consider Joe Biden. If it was 2020 Joe Biden or 2024, hell no. Jeb Bush, I wouldn't want to vote for him. Is Ross Perot running against him? Is Austin Peterson? Hell, Gary Johnson. I'd even settle for Gary Johnson in that argument, but Ron Paul running against him? I'd ride in Ron Paul. There you go. I'll just ride in Ron Paul. Something like that. It'll be a little bit. I just ride in Ron Paul. I mean, I'm not surprised. 39th minute. Thirty-ninth minute. If Joe Biden ran for 2016, he would be a two-term president. I don't think... You probably would have had a better chance than Hillary, I'll say that much, but I don't think Joe Biden would have won in 2016. I think if he ran as a rematch, he would have still probably won in 2020. But he would have done better. Well, doing better than Hillary probably would have meant. Okay, probably would have, but. It depends if that means he runs up the numbers in California or. Actually, now that I think about it, he might. Yeah, you're right. He might have. If Bo didn't die, yeah, Joe Biden might have been a two-term president. Yeah. Or at least his one term would have came when he had more mental acuity. He might have been a Jimmy Carter. Or no, my bad. Well, I guess now he's more of a Jimmy Carter, but if he won in 16, he would have been more of a George H.W. Bush, but whatever. Playing forward. I agree, but I feel like they brought it on themselves. I'm not saying Leon deserves this. They don't. But James needed to shut the hell up. I don't know if he knew about the multi-property, the Grupo Pachuca thing. I don't know if he knew that Alajuelense was coming for blood when it came to the multi-property thing. I don't think he knew. But when his dumbass went and said, oh, FIFA helped Argentina win the Copa, he should have damn well knew. Like he openly said he came to Leon to play the Club World Cup. And then he went and down Messi. He's had a really good season, too. But the multi-property, Alajuelense talking up a storm about it. They didn't care about that until James went and ran his mouth about Messi. He went and questioned FIFA's God. And what it get him? His team kicked out of the Club World Cup. The team that he went to just to play the damn tournament. I don't think it matters what Alajuelense was saying. Hell, I don't think the multi-property, the rules on the books didn't matter. But they got their reason to kick him. Because his dumbass went and served him one on a silver platter and they followed the rules. Honestly, if I was Leon, and this might not work as a appeal defense, but here's what I would do. I'd be like, Girona, FIFA and UEFA aren't that different. They both have multi-property rules, but guess what? Girona and Man City get to play the Champions League together. Red Bull Salzburg and Red Bull Leipzig get to play the Champions League together. But we got kicked out of the Club World Cup. for a rule that never gets enforced in the first place and only seemed to get enforced because James said his piece and had to invoke FIFA and Messi. This feels like a targeted hit job. This rule never gets enforced. It never does. When it's supposed to get enforced, it never does. Now it does because FIFA sees an opportunity to get more money. And they see an opportunity to finally kick Leon out. Probably the team who has the least earning potential of the CONCACAF teams, and have an opportunity to bring one of the best performing teams into the tournament for them in América, or a team that people are going to watch in LAFC. This seems like a total, absolute, and utter scheme. This seems like a total scheme. Well, true, but people can only own one team in each league. And technically, MLS teams, if you really want to get to the nuts and bolts of it, they're all multi-property. Guess what? MLS technically is owned by MLS. MLS teams are bought into by shareholders. MLS technically owns the teams. So technically, if you really want to go down to it, should LAFC be in this tournament too? Like, yes, MLSE is a shareholder of Toronto FC. Of course, there are many shareholders at LAFC, Wolff being one and such. But they are not owners, as in they do not own the franchise. They own the spot, but they do not. Technically, MLS is a single entity. So technically, you could make the argument that only Miami should be in the ML or the Club World Cup. If you want to go there. With that being said, it's halftime, 0-0. If you really want to go there, you can make that argument. 0-0 at the half. 0-0, miro tiempo of match 1 of 4 of this week. 0-0, 0-0. I think after they pulled Leon, they did, yeah. I don't think this was a pre-pulling talk. I think this was a post, hey, we pulled them talk. With that being said, sit tight, be back. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight, we will be back. 0-0, 0-0. Back for the stats of the half. Let's read some of these comments for. So first round ticket to watch Galaxy Tigres, $85 in the U.S. Second round tickets, $24 in Mexico. That doesn't surprise me. If I'm being honest, that does not surprise me one bit. Not one bit. Yeah. Yep. But hey, at least Court of Arbitration for Sport done run on that. So they might not, they probably won't decide on that being the case. But if Leon gets back in, FIFA might be pissed. But I mean, hey, you might as well. Is it stupid he ran his mouth in the first place? Yes, but is it stupid to stop after? It's not going to hurt you anymore. Besides, piss off the powers that be either way. So, I mean, you might as well. You might as well. 42.6% possession of 50. Well, it's 43% possession of 57%. We have one offside to one, two corners to two, 157 passes to 211, 83.4, so 83% pass accuracy to 83%, 5 crosses to 5, 0 goals to 0, 4 shots to 3, 2 shots on goal to 0. Cruz Azul has more shots on goal, huh? Oh, no, América does. Okay, no, that does make sense. I'm like, no, wait, they're at home. 2 for América, 0 for Cruz Azul on goal. 9 tackles to 8, 7 clearances to 5, 8 fouls to 12, 0 yellows to 1, 0 reds to 0, 0-0, 0-0 medio tiempo. América is the better team. That's shocking. I couldn't tell you. If they play it like it's injustice, which, I mean, that's how it gets appealed. If they play it like it's a injustice, that it's wild, they finally got the rule enforced against them, and they never enforce the rule for other reasons, maybe that's the way you win it. But, I mean, it's kind of a hard one to overturn, but you play it like a injustice instead of a. I think you kind of have to play a little bit dirty. I think you kind of have to play it like, hey, precedent-wise, they don't ever enforce this rule, so why now? We're getting attacked by the powers that be because one of our players spoke what he thought was the truth. I mean, that's got to be the case. That's got to be how you play it. Like, the only reason this is being enforced is because one of our players thought he was speaking truth to power. And we're absolute, and in the eyes of FIFA, we're absolutely expendable. You probably have to play it that way if you want to win. Be like, precedent-wise, we got screwed. Because there were things working against us. So, do that what you will. With that being said, at the half, América was the better team. I think they definitely are doing better tonight. I'm surprised this game is as close as it is. I didn't think that it was going to be 0-0 at the half. Yeah, but yeah, that does suck. You have a point. But again, I think América have been the better team. They should have done more, but I think they've been the better team. So we'll see how it goes in the second half. And then, of course, we'll be live for LA Galaxy Tigres at 10:15. So, second half about to start soon. I mean, they're legal. They're legal to the MLB standards, and they make sense. And they're starting to percolate throughout the league, the torpedo bats for players who are more easier to get jammed and their sweet spot is lower on the bat. Like, you ain't going to see Aaron Judge using a torpedo bat. He could already hit a home run every game if he wanted to. So it's more for guys like a Davis Schneider or Jazz Chisholm or probably Jordan Walker, right? So I get it. I'm not against it. It's legal. And hey, if it gets you more production, if your team uses it to get more production from the bottom of their lineup or their leadoff guy. Now, if Andres Jimenez started using a torpedo bat and he just started smacking home runs out of the Sky Dome, I wouldn't be mad. I hope he starts using a torpedo bat. I mean, he's done pretty well at the start of the year without one, but if you give him one, he's hit 4 home runs already out of Sky Dome. So Andres Jimenez turns out he could hit. He's more like his MVP season self. Give him a torpedo bat. Go give him one, I say. Davis Schneider. Well, Davis Schneider has one. He might as well let him use it. But, I mean, it's legal. Like, I'm not a fan of the Yankees, but if it's legal, it's legal. If it's legal, it's legal. So, the Blue Jays will still, okay, no. They might win more. They might win more. I won't say 100%, but I think the Jays win 92. Mets win 99. Probably. I don't know about the Mets winning 99. If I think the Jays, I'm not sure if they win more, but I think they can. I'm around there with the Mets. I'm sure they'll get hot, but right now, it could be worse. It could be the Braves. They could be the Braves. Could be worse. Here we go. Second half to start. Here we go. Second half. 0-0. Settle. We're off. Here we go. Playing around the back. Good pickup. It's going to go out for a throw-in. .46 minute. Playing forward, América. Here's a chance. In through shot. Wide. Oh, my. Zendejas drives it wide. Zendejas drives it wide. I mean, I don't see him doing it. I wouldn't mind it, but I can't mess with the football gods. I've been telling you. I'm honestly shocked América hasn't taken the lead yet. Ball crossed in. Save. Shot. What a save by Mir. Made sure that it gets out. Oh, my. They are walking on a tightrope, Cruz Azul. They've almost given up a goal in the past 2 times in the past couple of minutes. Turns. They have it. Bogusz. Mateusz Bogusz. Ooh. Plays it out. Romero walks it. Cross. Nobody's there. Ooh. Damn, I cannot believe Zendejas put it wide and they couldn't pop it home. Valdez couldn't pop it home there. Wow. Wow, I can't believe it. And then Cruz Azul went the other way after that play. This game's going to get crazy. Playing forward. '48th minute. Probably, yeah, I would agree. Maybe you could put it like the Edward Jones Dome or something. Playing forward. UBS Arena would be good, yeah. Playing forward. 49th minute. 0-0. Settle. Borja chips it through. Rodriguez doesn't get there. He was just standing there. I would have ran, but that's just me. That's out for a throw for Cruz Azul. This game's about to get crazy. '50th minute. Plays it forward. This game's about to get crazy. That's out for a throw for América. Whoa, 50th minute. The bad part for América is that the second leg is at Cruz Azul. Well, it's not really their home stadium either, but it's not at Estadio Azul. Wait. Oh. Well, technically, they are playing at Estadio Azul. This is true. Maybe that's why this game is not exactly as bad as a away game. América is still better than Cruz Azul right now, so you would think that they'd get the job done anyway. You would think that it doesn't matter, they'll get the job done. No. Guess not. Playing forward. Oh, there it is. We have LA Galaxy Tigres later. Playing forward. Cross in. Header. Plays down. No foul. 0-0. Settle. See, they're top of the table now. Oh, Leon dropped a third. Damn. Leon dropped a third. Then we have Tigres LA Galaxy. And then tomorrow, we have Pumas Vancouver. Yeah, honestly, the Raptors run at the end of the season makes me happy. Honestly, I think next year they'll be much better. It's good hope for next year. Cross in. Of course, you also have free agency to work with. Plays it top of the box. Bogus! Bogus over the bar! Ooh. But I'll take it as it is. Next week, so by the way, America's next 3 games, they have, of course, they're playing Cruz Azul right now. They play Pachuca on Saturday. They play Cruz Azul again on Tuesday. And then after that, in the league, they play them Saturday, April the 12th. So it is Pachuca, Cruz Azul, Pachuca, Cruz Azul for America. 3 out of their 4 games over this portion of 2 weeks are Cruz Azul matches. So, isn't that funny? They're doing it again. They're doing it again. Then they play Monterrey Wednesday, April 16th in the league. Playing forward, cross in. Nobody's there. Damn. They played Mazatlan Saturday, April 19th. And that's the end of the regular season. Ooh. Well. Yeah, I might end up doing more Stanley Cup playoffs than Liga MX Ligia. Especially if the Leafs get past the second round. Well, actually. Hell. If they get... It might not even take that if they make the second round. I hope they at least do. I hope they make it worth it. If they get knocked out before the final, that would just be like, oh, so that happened. It's that time of year. The Leafs are in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Headed on. It's that time of year again. We're going to talk about it. Maybe not every game, but we're going to talk about it. Whether it's a double or just the Leafs, we're going to talk about it. Why does it feel like the Liga MX Clausura is ending earlier than it normally does? Speaking of, it feels like it's ending a bit earlier than normal. Mid-April, end of the league season. Normally the finals at the end of May. $56-minute. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. 56th minute. Still 0-0. 0-0. Playing forward. Over the top. Header. Oh, what a save by Malagon. Sepulveda couldn't pop it in. Malagon makes the save. Wow. Oh, my God. Perfect cross. The header was dipping, but I don't know. Still a good save by Malagon, though. He didn't take no chances. He didn't take no chances. Ball crossed in. Header! Save! Sanchez with a header, but at the doorstep. The first one was better, but still. 58th minute. Playing forward. Over the top. América. This is getting crazy. Well, I don't know about crazy, but it's getting punch for punch. Somebody's going to land one. Somebody's going to land a punch flush. It's got to happen at some point. Yes, that is what's the word? That is whatever. You know what I mean. But somebody, this is blow for blow, punch for punch. Somebody going to land one right flush on the other team. Who will it be? It's going back and forth, back and forth. Playing an end-to-end game. 59th minute. 0-0, settle. Plays it down. Ooh. Playing forward. Sets it. Good. Plays it back. Up the pitch. There it is. Oh! Here's a run. Good tackle. What a tackle. But, oh! Free kick for Cruz Azul. 60th minute. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on. Oh. 60th minute. $30 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Well, yeah, that's the good news. 10:02. I should have time to set it up, yeah. Home Rumble before it gets crazy, but there you go. And then, of course, 2 games tomorrow. Should be live for both. I know I'll be live for the Miami game. Well, likelihood is 80, I'd say 85-15 that one's not a wash. A little bit more of a likelihood the Vancouver Pumas game is a wash, but I think it's up there. If it needs to be, it's up there. It's up there. And if we can make it, we make it. Is all I'm going to say. So, 61st minute. Nil-nil, 0-0. Of course, next week are the second legs. No worries about that at this moment. We'll know our final four in this tournament next week. This time next week, we'll be very close to having our first semifinalist. If not already. Hold on. 8 to 10:30 next week. 7 to 9:30. So really just, yeah. Then, of course, Thursday next week, not this week. There's nothing on Thursday this week. Shot wide. Nothing on Thursday this week. Huh. Weird. Nothing on Thursday this week. Next week, we have the Conference League first leg between Legia Warsaw and Chelsea. And then we have the Gold Cup draw Thursday night next week, the 10th. This week, nothing on Thursday, nothing on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Of course, we have stuff. Monday off, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Good for him. Headed away. So, hit that like button. Let's get this one going. 66 or 64th minute. 0-0. América. Cruz Azul. Cross in. Cleared. Ooh. '64th minute. But tomorrow I should be here for both matches as well. I would put the likelihood of, when I look at the models, there is severe weather coming over where I am. A pretty potent system. Luckily for me, it's not as potent as it is a couple of downstream. That looks worse. But that's why I'm not as worried. But timing-wise, the weather should be out of my area's hair by 7 o'clock. I should be live for the Vancouver game at 8:30 if I have power and all that. I'd put the likelihood of that being a wash at probably 60-40, not a wash. Things can change. The Miami game, I don't see that being a wash. Certainly not weather-related, as in certainly not in the moment weather-related. Now, the 20% chance of the Miami game being a wash, its power's out, direct hit from a tornado, such and such, if that does happen. Knock on wood, that doesn't. 66 minute. But nil-nil. Blues win in overtime. Good. I mean, it's the Red Wings. They should have won. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. So, of course, I'll be here for Galaxy Tigres and review that once that's over. I should be here. I believe I will be here for Vancouver Pumas, the first game tomorrow. I very likely think, I'm very damn sure I'll be here for Miami versus LAFC late Wednesday. I don't think there will be any problems schedule-wise from what I see. And if there is, it's probably not weather at the time. In the moment, it's more probably post what happens if there is any problems. But I will communicate those as is. I will communicate those as is. If that's the case. Just to be clear. Save by Malagon. The game sort of calmed down, I have to say. Hit that like button, let's get this one going, y'all. This game has sort of calmed down a bit. Still 0-0, 0-0 esta noche, with 20 minutes, getting closer to 20 minutes to go. Interesting is all I'm saying. It's interesting. Playing forward. Oh. Pulling forward. Tita. Playing forward. Cruz Azul. Blues have won 10 straight. Damn, they're on fire. Like, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if the Blues go deep. I'm starting to feel like the Blues might legit just repeat 2019. Maybe not completely, but it's very similar. Just a hunch. I have a feeling the Blues might repeat 2019 somewhat, if not, well, I don't know if I'd say completely, but I do think they'll go pretty deep. Like, if I had to pick a wild card team that I think would probably go the deepest if things go completely right, it would be the Blues. It would be the Blues. Like, I legit believe that the St. Louis Blues could go deep in the playoffs. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. No, it's gotten worse, if anything. It's gotten worse. If anything, it's gotten worse. And I think they know that because they basically just said, you know what? We're just going to have Jimmy get absolutely battered. Like, dude, like that's just telling you they know, oh, this storyline's losing heat. Let's just let Jimmy get absolutely battered. Not a bad segment, don't get me wrong. But I feel like that's like going to the well. It's like, oh, we got to make something. People are starting to turn on Jay even before he wins the belt. We gotta give him some face. We got to give Gunther some heat. And then just, I was 3 minutes late. Well, there you go. We deserved it. Him wearing a Panthers jersey? Yes. It's weird. 70th minute. Are you talking about the picture of Marchand and Luongo together? I saw that too. That was weird. I mean, Luongo, I'm a fan of. Marchand, no. But seeing them both wear Panthers gear on the ice together after the Stanley Cup final they had against each other, no, it was weird. It was weird. Corner. I think Stephon Diggs will help, yeah. 71st minute, corner. I would say yes. But cross in. Header. It's interesting, is all I'm going to say. Wow, good for them. Substitutions for Cruz Azul. 71st minute. 0-0, 0-0. Huh. Fernandez. Sepulveda is off for Fernandez. Yeah, I don't believe it. Besides, HBO Max, I'm sure that was probably HBO Max signups, or else goes on for Fadavelli. I'm sure that was just HBO Max signups. Nobody signed up to see AEW. If I was going to re-sign up to HBO Max, it would be for Righteous Gemstones. 0-0. Settle. 72nd minute. Like, I ain't going to sign up to HBO Max for freaking AEW. I have the networks for the Stanley Cup playoffs on YouTube TV, so that's good when that comes around. But if I signed up for HBO Max, it'd be for Righteous Gemstones. '73rd minute. I'm sure that was just HBO Max sign-ups since AEW's been on there and they're trying to write the narrative like it got that many sign-ups because of AEW bullshit. 73rd minute. Yeah, I could see it. Except I think NYCFC is a little further along in that replenishing their roster type situation. But 73rd minute. I think Lou Lamoriello tried to keep it alive a lot longer than NYCFC. Or NYCFC had a better job rebuilding on the fly as well. Could be both. Save by Mir. Still 0-0. Could be both. I'd say it's both. Very. I thought América would win 2-0 today. That's why I thought it was at home for them. Nah, think about it. It is true they're playing at Estadio Azul, so maybe that changes things a little bit. Maybe Cruz Azul's more used to playing here, so it's kind of a wash anyway. But it hasn't been their home stadium this whole season, this whole Clausura. So technically, it may be more of an away game anyway. So I thought there was a little bit of an away factor. Not exactly much, but I thought there was a little bit. I thought América would win 2-0. They're the better team right now. Cruz Azul is solid defensively. They have been. Yeah, I don't know. That's a late call for a free kick, but a yellow card. But free kick for América. I'm very shocked. And América's the better team. It's not like they aren't. And Cruz Azul's had moments of making it punch for punch. This is true. But for me, the bad part is Cruz Azul technically will be at home next week. And by the way, that is at Pumas' stadium. So, which is their technical home ground right now. So technically, it is not a game where they're playing at Estadio Azul and América is playing at home as well. So there is a home factor. There's more of a home factor than an away factor for Cruz Azul in this series. So interesting. If they can hold on or get an away goal, they certainly have probably gotten themselves a really good situation. If they could just hold on and get a draw, Malagon's down hurt. We'll see. Yes, I do. Crimea River. John Cena cooked Cody. John Cena cut a PG-13 no cussing promo and cooked Cody. Cody only got pops because he cussed. All right? Cody Rhodes got cooked. I don't care what you say. John Cena cooked Cody's ass. Super high five. But hey, at least Cody hit the crossroads. If John Cena doesn't show up till Mania, you know what that means? John Cena wins the championship. Because normally if you're the last person to stand tall, you don't win. On the mic, Cena cooked him. But you're right. The good news is John won anyway. Because if Cena don't show up on the next 2 Raws or SmackDowns before Mania, he's winning. If he doesn't show up and sneak attack Cody, he's winning. Because normally if you're the last guy standing tall, normally you don't win. You lose the match. And really, by the way, you know what makes Cody look like a punk? All he could do was the crossroads. Cena still absolutely bodied that guy at Elimination Chamber. And the one thing Cody does physically to Cena before Mania is the crossroads. Sure. Psychology-wise, that man has you owned. Zendejas is coming off for Jonathan Dos Santos. Well, any of them? You normally don't see 8 goals a game. You normally don't see 8 goals in a game, especially for one team. So I'd say all of them. They're all shocking. Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of ironic, yeah. Like you get a good entrance and then you lose the match. You know, that is a good point. That is sort of a how the hell does that work point. You have a point. That's a good point. Oh, it doesn't. Hold on. '79th minute. But you know what? You have a good point because it makes no sense. Like if you're going to invest in an awesome entrance, why have them lose the match? Like you actually make a good point. You make a good point. I don't get it either. Well, no. John Cena had a special entrance at WrestleMania 25, and he won that match. So, but you got a point. I mean, it does, but I guess maybe it does. Maybe it's to make that guy look stronger, and then when he goes down, or they go down. Leicester City versus Southampton 9-0 was shocking. Well, yeah, but you said 8. You said 8, not 9. Gotcha. But, you know, I'm not too 80th minute. I don't really understand it, to be real. I don't. Because, like, I guess with a better entrance, you try to make somebody look strong. But I don't think it's a total wash. I mean, Triple H has won his share of WrestleMania matches, and he always had a special entrance. He lost to Bryan. That's true. He beat Sting. He lost to Roman. What did he do at WrestleMania 33? No, that wasn't Batista. Oh, yeah, he lost to Ronda and Kurt Angle, Stephanie and Triple H tag match. What did he do at 33? I forgot. What did he do at 33? 34? Hell, I don't even remember what he did at 34. I know he wrestled Batista at 35. He didn't wrestle 36, which, looking back, probably was a good... Rollins. Oh, yeah, Rollins. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Rollins. It was Rollins turned face. Oh, yeah, Rollins was 33, yeah. Because he had turned face after he came back from the ACL tear. Yeah. I forgot about that. Rollins went over, I think. Yeah, he went over. I forgot about that. 82nd minute. I know Batista was 35. He didn't wrestle at 36. I thought it was cool. But then again, that was 2015. I was 15 years old. I thought it was cool at the time. I thought it was cool. It's not his normal entrance. To me, a special entrance is not your normal entrance. That's what I call a special entrance. Yeah, most of them he did lose. Yeah, that's a good point. 83rd minute. 0-0, settle. Most of them he did lose, except Sting. So how do you remember the Ronda Rousey-Kurt match over the Seth Rollins match? That's true. '83rd minute. Well, I mean, there's also the fact that that time he was getting older. The older you get, the more you put people over. And he was also a heel. He's also a heel. There was like so many strikes against Triple H when it came to WrestleMania time over the past 10 years or so. Maybe 15. Like older, heel, authority. Yeah. The only reason Sting probably lost was because Triple H or Vince hated WCW, save. And they're both old. They're both old. Triple H is younger than Sting. I think he still is. But they were both old at the time. And, well, Vince hated WCW. So what'd you expect? I don't think anybody expected Sting to win at WrestleMania 31. Nobody expected it. Vince is weird. So I think everybody knew what Vince was going to do. Honestly, though, I get why it was Sting Triple H, but I think they wasted Undertaker versus Sting. Like, Bray is awesome, but Bray Wyatt got buried by John Cena just to wrestle Undertaker the next year. But then I guess it's like, oh, Undertaker's got to get at least his win back. He can't get his streak back, but he's got to get back on the horse. Let's feed him Bray. I feel like they should have just done Sting versus Undertaker, but I get it because Sting was the reason why the Authority was out of power for 2 weeks at the end of 2014. And then they brought back the Authority 2 weeks later. So again, what was the point? And then Sting disappears till Night of Champions. Wrestles Seth Rollins after Seth Rollins dropped the U.S. title to John Cena, right? I think Sting would have, I don't know if he would have won the WWE Championship, but Sting getting hurt definitely ruined it. If he was going to. Or John Cena goes over, so Seth Rollins. I don't know. 86 minute. Honestly, the way WWE booked Sting was so stupid. It was bad. He had the moment where he knocked out the Authority and then lost 2 matches and then got hurt. Then he finally was able to come back for AEW and retire on his own terms, which I was happy about that he got to retire on his own terms. But parading him around with Darby Allin was pretty damn stupid, but whatever. 87th minute, 0-0. Yeah, this guy sucks. He's a pro referee for MLS. What did you expect? That's one of the positive things they've done, was let Sting retire on his own terms, even though they stuck him with Darby Allin. Because they were that good. I mean, this is true. It's pretty easy. It was an easy bar to clear. Sting only had 2 WWE matches and 3 big appearances. And he lost both his matches. It wasn't that hard of a bar to clear. 87th minute. Yeah, I don't blame him. And he didn't even want to get the Calder he didn't want to get the MVP trophy. He didn't. My bad, not the Calder. He didn't want to get the MVP trophy, which I don't blame him, because why would you? Like, he was like one of the 2 guys in my lifetime where the losing team had the MVP. Why would you want to go get it? 88th minute. Weird. 88th minute. Oh, well. Playing forward. Because you shouldn't put yourself through real glass. Shot. Clear. Because you shouldn't put yourself through real glass. He was right. Punk was right. But he was on thin ice anyway. He should have realized he probably shouldn't have done shit about it. He should have just let Jungle Boy be stupid. But you know what? They were telling Jungle Boy not to be stupid. And then Punk got himself fired. But he was right. You don't put yourself through real glass. And I don't. If you know you're doing it, that's stupid in the first place. If you don't expect it, well, I feel bad for Drew, kind of. But 89th minute, 0-0. Because at least Drew McIntyre, I don't know if they meant to go through real glass. They just did. Jungle Boy wanted to do the real glass thing. He was touting it like, oh, I'm so awesome. I'm so hardcore. I feel like it was a mistake with Drew and Priest. They didn't know it was real glass. They didn't think they were going into real glass. It wasn't made sure that it was fake. 90th minute, but I'm sure sugar glass still ain't fun to get in your eye. I honestly want a 6-man ladder match, but yeah, I would agree. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, but nobody told Punk to talk to Drew and Damian Priest to tell them not to do it. People at AEW went up to Punk and said, hey, you're the oldest guy in the locker room. You've been around the block. Jungle Boy's being stupid. Tell him not to be stupid. Do I feel like it was a trap? Sort of, to get Punk fired? There's a possibility that it was. But good for him. I agree. 91st minute. I agree. I don't think AEW wanted Punk in the company at the first place. I think they tried to find a way to get him fired. They got him fired. But do with that what you will. 0-0. 0-0. Punk was a loose cannon. The EVPs didn't like him. Here's a chance. Shot wide. Oh, 1 minute to go. Fidalgo puts it wide. We'll be back very quickly for LA Galaxy versus Tigres after this final whistle's blown. They did. 92nd minute. Plays forward. Header. Cleared away. Next game, Cruz Azul will park the bus. Well, the bad part is they could lose on away goals. The bad part is now you throw in the fact you have no away goals. You have to win outright or keep it 0-0 for 120 minutes. Unless they score. Nope. Tried to dive for a free kick. Harry Kane. Harry Kane. For being real. Seconds to go. And it is full time. Or, yeah, it is full time. Full time, it is 0-0. 0-0 esta noche. Nothing to talk about there. Cero esta noche, 0-0. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribe, send some chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put this in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will see you very, very soon for LA Galaxy versus Tigres live, and then we review the game once it's over. I'll be back very soon. Sit tight. We will be back. 0-0. 0-0. Esta noche. Another game to go. I'm out. Ryan and I'm out. Peace.